Let's go for Fusion Strike System. We're going to try to go for the Elesa Sparkle. There's really no reason not to. We may be able to get another heads here. The Fusion Strike energies, let's attach to the Meloetta and to the Mew. So we're set up for next turn, and we're going to copy Techno Blast for the knockout. So cross Fusion Strike, Techno Blast, knock out our opponent's Pokemon. You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! What's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be covering Mew VMAX again. Recently, Evan Campbell was able to place second at the Late Night Series event. This is his list. I really enjoyed watching his list, and I watched him kind of pop off all night with his Meloetta take on it. The list is in the description, and I think this is currently the best way to play Mew. We got a lot of cool stuff going on in this video, including the deck profile and some gameplay, so check out all of that. And more in this video. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Mew VMAX is our expensive show. Zach, some love, okay? Let's jump into this deck and see exactly what's going on. So this list is the list that Evan Campbell was able to come second place with at the most recent Late Night Series events. Mew VMAX has been a deck that I've really been enjoyed playing since Fusion Strike came out. You're able to use Cross Fusion Strike to copy a lot of attacks. In most Mew lists, you're going to be copying Techno Blast, but in this list, you're able to go Melodious Echo on Meloetta. So if you have 3, you don't necessarily have to worry about not being able to attack next turn. It's based off a Fusion Strike System draw engine, so you draw as many cards as you have until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. It's kind of confusing to say out loud, but basically for each Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, you draw a card until you have that many cards in your hand. And you can use that for each Genesect you have in play. This deck plays very few supporters, just 4 boss and 3 Elesa Sparkles. So you're able to drop down a bunch of these cards that are just trainer card item cards, and just draw a bunch of cards. Cram-o-matic allows you to pitch cards to draw more cards with Fusion Strike System. Search your deck out. Battle VIP Pass is great on the first turn to get set up with basic Pokemon. Power Tablets can do much more damage. And you can always put cards on top of your deck that you'd like to draw with Fusion Strike System. Overall, I really like how this list plays out, and how I've watched it being played. And using Cross Fusion Strike and Mew VMAX and Free Retreat, like, this clearly seems like the best deck in format to me, and likely the best way to play Mew in general. Alright, so we're going to call the coin flip, and we won the coin flip. Let's go. That's kind of hype. We would like to go first, if that's, I mean, it's good to go first. We do start with Battle VIP Pass, Fog Crystal, Cram-o-matic, and we do have some power tabs as well. So we're well on our way to having a strong turn 1. To me, this seems great. I really don't know what else we'd be looking for. And we're playing against a Dragapult deck. So we do want to watch out for Path of the Peak. Let's watch out for Training Courts. In general, let's go Battle VIP Pass to start things off. Search through our deck. And we need to hit for 320 to get a knockout on our opponent's Pokemon. I'm going to go for Genesect. I think that seems like the best way to really deal with this, because we do want to be drawing some cards. I do want to go ahead here and go for Fog Crystal, searching our deck for a Psychic Energy. We were able to get kind of set up with that Psychic Energy, and I really don't want to get rid of the Power Tablets. I mean, maybe we could with the Quick Ball, just to draw, like, we'll get rid of 1. I think that might be okay, especially since we have Meloetta. To grab another Genesect V, or maybe we'll just grab another Mew V. I think Mew seems fine. We do want to, like, keep our hands, again, we have options here. So let's see what we get off this Fusion Strike System. You want to kind of come up with a system on how you want to be playing it. I don't really think there's much else that we need. I'm going to go ahead here and retreat into this Mew, just in case our opponent does have a way to attack into it or anything else like that. So we are going to go ahead here and pass. So overall, a strong turn 1, and we copy Techno Blast on our second turn just to knock out our opponent's Dragapult. If they're just going to go ahead and go Bites, they're going to be in a tough spot. We can also go Boss's Orders Knockout. Yeah, so our opponent's going to be in that weird position where we're just able to go Knockout on their Pokemon. So let's go Cram-o-matic because we might just be able to get it. Cram-o-matic discarding Quick Ball because we don't need Quick Ball the most. We're just going to be able to get it. Cool. Let's go for the Mew VMAX. Go like that. We do want to leave the Evolution Incense in our deck so we can always thin them out later. So let's grab our other Psychic Energy, and we're going to attach there. No reason. We'll hold on to the Power Tablet just in case, and we'll retreat. Well, let's go for Fusion Strike System first. There's no reason to retreat yet. So you can always catch yourself making mistakes before they actually happen. We're going to go Fog Crystal. rip out a Meloetta out of the deck. If we get an Elesa Sparkle, that'd be awesome. If not, that's completely cool too. Let's go for Fusion Strike System. We're going to try to go for the Elesa Sparkle. There's really no reason not to. We may be able to get another heads here. There's another head, so we are going to go for the Elesa Sparkle. Searching our deck for a few Fusion Strike energies, so we're all set up for next turn. So let's go for the Fusion Strike energies. Let's attach to the Meloetta and to the Mew. So we're set up for next turn. We're going to go ahead, retreat into the Mew VMAX, and we're going to copy Techno Blast for the knockout. So cross Fusion Strike, Techno Blast, knock out our opponent's Pokemon. They're left with no V Pokemon at all, and they're just in a really terrible spot. Now we could target down their other Pokemon with Boss as they come up, or maybe we're just going to get a concession. I'm not entirely sure, but this deck just seems to set up really well. Or our opponent is playing it out, surprisingly. So we can knock out a Sobble this turn. We could do a lot of things. We could even attack with Meloetta. It does give us more turn to get Fusion Strike energy in play, so then we can attack with Meloetta Echo. Don't have a lot of HP here, but the Pokemon does have a lot of HP when you have Mew VMAX copying its attack. We could also reset the Techno Blast with the Switch in our hands. Mew has a lot of cool things going for it. It's really worth the packs if you are able to afford it. So let's see what our opponent's going to be going for here. We probably want to go Power Tablet, Switch, all that cool stuff. Trying to get set up. Maybe they'll go Path to the Peak or try to slow us down, but right now I feel pretty okay about what we have going on. Oh, they're going to go Raihan. Raihan, Fog Crystal, Dragapult V, What? Okay, looks like they have a different strategy. That was interesting. So another thing that we could do here is we could just go for another Elesa Sparkle, powering up these Pokemon. So let's go Elesa Sparkle. We're going to power up the Mew V, and we're going to be powering up the Meloetta. Let's switch here into the Mew to reset Techno Blast. We're going to retreat here. Might as well draw a freebie card, right? We got Fusion Strike System. And let's go ahead and go for Cross Fusion Strike for Meloetta Echo. We're going to be doing 280 damage for the knockout. So we were able to easily get out all four. We also have Power Tablet if our opponent's going to be putting down a DRAGAPULT V, VMAX, anything else like that. So this deck can just quickly go through your opponent's deck without even trying, really. It seems like they're just going to struggle a whole bunch while we're able to get set up. I don't know what's going on entirely with their opponent. Maybe they're trying to turn themselves into a second, into a one prize card deck, or I'm not entirely sure, but it's looking really tough for them to recover from this particular game. So we're going to go ahead and set up with our other Mew VMAX, and let's just try to get set up a little bit more. So let's go Great Ball. Nothing going on there. That's fine. We have access to... I'm going to put the Training Court out now. I don't really care too much about my abilities. Let's go Rotom Phone. Maybe we could put the Mew VMAX on top of our deck. So you can see Rotom Phone allows you to put cards on top of your deck that you want to draw with Genesect. So that works out pretty well. We have access to both of those. And we do have the second Meloetta as well, so it might be worthwhile to put down in the future. But we have all 6 of our energies out in play right now. No reason to bench it down at this point, I think. I'd rather just hold on to it. So let's go Fusion Strike System. We could always draw more cards another turn, or maybe try to get rid of those. So I'm going to go ahead here and attack with Cross Fusion Strike. We're going to go for another Meloetta Echo. Again, another huge knockout on our opponent's Pokemon. So instead of having to require Switch every single turn, which we just happen to have anyways, the Meloetta Echo really allows us to get those back-to-back-to-back-to-back knockouts, which could just be huge for us. Our opponent's having a really poor time setting up, but maybe it's because we went turn 2 Techno Blast and knocked out our opponent's active Dragapult V, and that's likely the reason why it's happened like this. Now, if they get another Dragapult V, we're going to just do it, but there's the dub. We'll take that. That's what we got going on with Mew VMAX. Sometimes you're able to take that quick knockout and really put your opponent in a tough position where they just kind of stumble throughout the rest of the game. I'm honestly surprised our opponent did not concede after we got that turn 2 Techno Blast, and we're able to get the Meloetta Echo set up. Even though we didn't necessarily need it for the Pokemon in play, it's something that kind of gets built up over the game, or you could even build it up really up early in the beginning of the game. I've seen cases where Evan, this is Evan's list, who came second at the late night series. I've seen him go Meloetta Echo with 2 Fusion Strike energies, turn 1 on a Meloetta, 1 on a Mew VMAX on the bench, and then attack for 210 against Pokemon V on the first turn, on going on first on their second turn, or going second on their first turn, if that makes sense. So like turn 1, they're getting 210 knockouts. Meloetta is cracked, and it's a deck that, it's just a card that I didn't think was going to be as good, and it just plays out super strong. So even though we didn't necessarily see exactly how Meloetta is always great or could take out Eternatus VMAX or anything else like that, it is a very good card to have in this deck, and I think that this build is probably going to be the one that we're going to be building on in the future. Now, there are other versions that are playing Cross, Switch, or Peony. I have covered those in the past. Check those out on the channel if you're interested in those builds, but right now I think that this version seems quite good and quite aggressive. That being said, if you haven't picked up your Mew VMAX cards, you can save 5% by using code Lesage5 at PTCGO It also helps support me as a content creator, so if you're looking for ways to help me out, especially going into the holiday season, I would be really appreciated if you could use that code at PTCGO I'm sure they'll be appreciative as well. That being said, I gotta edit this video, and I'm gonna come up with some more great content. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out, and have a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.